So hey guys, what's up? How are you all? I hope so that you all are fine. So today in this video I'm going to solve some advanced questions of strings. So the first question that I picked is based on permutation, check permutation. So how to do these kind of questions? So first of all, let me check the input and output of this question, that what exactly question needs. So the question needs that if we have a given input like A, B, C, D, E and B, S, E, D, C, we need to check both these together so that we are able to find out that the permutation is exist or not. If it is existing, then it will return me a true. If it is not, then it will return me a false. So for doing this question, I am assuming that you know that what exactly permutation is. If you don't know that, let me explain it first. So if we have a given number like given string like ABC and CBA, as we know that each and every character in this string is also available in this string, so it is permutation. It is following the permutation approach. So this is the way that how exactly we find out uh, the difference between two strings, that it is following the permutation approach or not. So let me first of all try to explain that what exact logic we are going to use in this question. So the first one that I'm going to explain is a very best approach that we are going to use in this question to solve this. So how exactly we solve this? First of all, we just need to get the frequency uh, of this array or string. This is string. Okay, so if we get the frequency of each and every character, then we are able to find out that how many times A will occur, B will occur, or C will occur, and simultaneously we will check the same thing in the second string, so that we are able to find out that A occur in the first string is one time and A occur in the second string is also one time. So it means they will follow some permutation approach. So this is the way that we are going to solve this question. So as I have explained, that we just want to take the frequency which will having size of, let me first of all take the frequency new int and then 256. So 256 here is the size of the, as you can see over here, 256 is the size of the array which will having some value. So this is not a truly a 256 size, it will be changeable if we want to add anything inside this array. So suppose we have the given array in which we have each and every value. First of all, in case of array string, we have the initial value of array is 0, because if we don't have any value, we will assuming it as 0. So that's why it is written over here as 0. And we need to check the permutation of ABC and CBA. This is the string 1 and this is the string 2. So how to check? First of all, let us take the frequency of A, which will be present at index 0. So for checking this, we just need to get the char or the value of A, that is 97. The char value of A is 97, and here in this string there is some 97 value stored. So let us suppose that the 97 value stored over here, and we just need to check that how many time A occurs. In this case we have A occurs one time, so let us increment this by 1, and at the same time we just need to check the second string. So here we know that A occur one time, so we will just need to decrement this by 1. So in the first string we just need to increment, and then in the second string we just need to decrement. So at final stage, if we get the output as 0, it means the occurrence of each and every character is 0, then we are able to grab the answer that it will return true if permutation exists. Exactly same questions needs from us. So the thing that I'm trying to explain, let me write it into code. So if str1 dot length is not equal to str2 dot length. It means if they both were not equal, if their size are not equal, it is sure that it will not having some permutation. So let us suppose that we have ABCD and we have ABCD at CDE at the same time. So this is string 1 and this is string 2, but here one character is extra. So due to this character, the permutation doesn't lie anywhere in these two strings. So that's why I'm assuming that if the size of both the strings are not equal, then it will return me a this false. Oh, false. So now we will need to iterate to each character. For that we just need to use the loop. So let me take int I equal to 0, I equal to 0, and then I is less than str1 dot length. Alright, and I is less than str2 dot length at the same time. So this is the best approach. We are not using two for loops. We just need the same thing, so that I'm using some operand help like AND, so that we will using only single loop, and its complexity will become very good for us. And so what we need right now, we just need to grab the first value of each character, each string. Like let us suppose that we just need to get this value like A. So to grabbing this, we just need to initialize the value. Let me take it as VL, and here we just need to get the value char at ith position. It means it will give me a as the value, and after that we just need to get the second value. So let me take it as value 2, str2 dot length, and then sorry, we just need to get the character not length. So this is the right approach to solve this question. And if we just want to get or grab the frequency, so we will using this in this loop. So frequency of value will increment by 1 if we found A one time. If we found A twice, like for example we have this A. So here first of all we just need to update our string. Let us suppose here we have 97, that is the size of A, char size. So we just need to increment this by 1 if we found A one time. If we found second time, then increment by 1, increment by 3. I hope so that you understand what exactly I'm going to explain or use in this. So to make it easily or readable, we just need to use this inside this. This is the same thing, or let me remove this, and at the same time in this second string we just need to decrement, as I have already explained you before. Dot char at I minus minus. So why I have decrementing? Just because if we have the given string like ABCD and DCBA, and we have only single array which will having initial value 0, and here we have 97, here we have 98, and here we have 99, A, B, C, D. Okay, so here we just need to get the frequency of A first of all. So A will occur in this string only one time, so let me increment it by 1. For second string, we need to check the occurrence of a so that we are able to decrement it by 1, because here we have a occurred only one time. At the same time, at the first string a occur one time. So in this case we need to increment, in this case we need to decrement. So when we get 0, so let me use another loop, so that we are able to iterate to each length of frequency. Here I is equal to 0, and we just need to iterate to each length of frequency dot length, and then I plus plus. That's all. In this case, if our frequency of I is not equal to 0, it means if it is equal to 0, then it will give me a true value. If it is not equal to 0, it will give me a false value. Otherwise it will give me a true value. Let me run this code, and after that I am going to explain this again so that you are able to grab the logic. It is written that, oh sorry, here we go. So this is the best approach I have found to solve this kind of question. So let me explain the question after checking all the test cases. It's giving me 100%. So how to solve these kind of questions? First of all, we just need to get the given frequency having size 256. This is representing a array which will having 0 value initially, and it will having some tendency to increase the array if we found at value or at index 97 a, then it will increment one time. If we found a 2 times, then it will increment or change the 1 to 2 by incrementing by 1. So this is the best approach. And if we found at the same time the second string that it will having some occurrence of a 2 times, then it will decrementing by 2 and it will giving me a 0 value. If it is having 0 value, then it will giving me a true. If it is not having 0 value, then it will give me a false. So this is the approach. I hope so that you understand the question or logic. Let me move forward to the another question. So this is the question which is based on remove consecutive duplicates. So as per the name suggests, here it is written that a, and we just need to make it a single a because it is repeating one after to the another. So we just need to take it as single a. So this is the approach, that if the character repeated, like here in this case we have a, okay, so we just need to take it as single a, and here we have repeated b, then here we just need to take it as single b. So this is the approach that how exactly we need to solve this question. If you don't understand what exactly I'm saying or explaining, so you just need to pause this video and read this input and output and try to understand. So let me explain the logic first. So the logic is to solve this question. So we just need to first of all get the empty character. So let us assume we have t as empty character, and we just need to get the empty string. So let us suppose we have empty string as n. So this is the empty string and this is the empty character. So we just need to fill this to grab the output. How to fill this? Firstly, we just need to iterate to each the character. For this we just need to use the for loop. I also told that you already know that if we want to move toward each the character then in the string present in the string, then we just need to use for loop. So in this for loop we just need to use some logics or process that are helpful to achieve the output. So I'm here first of all assuming if temp, that is temporary, that is assuming we have assumed it as t. So if t is not equal to string dot char at I. So if it is not equal to the first value of this string, then it will move inside this, and after moving inside we just need to update the n value and simultaneously temp value. Let me explain this via code so that you are able to understand what exactly I'm going to solve or ask, try to explain. So let me first of all take the character that I am already explaining, that we will need to take the empty character first and then empty string. So let us assume string as n, and then we have this. So we just need to use the for loop that I am already explaining you, and we just need to move toward the end of this string dot length and we just need to add to each, so it is small I, and inside this we just need to use the if else statement. If temp is not equal to, that I have already explained, if temp is not equal to the first character char at I, then it will move inside. It means, like, let us take some example so that you are able to understand it side by side. So let us suppose we have this much string as input. So initially we don't know that temporary having no value, and here inside we have some value. Exactly, it is not equal to this, so this is true, then it will move inside the uh, if statement. So if we move inside the if statement, but then what exactly we are going to do, we just need to update the n value. So we just need to update it as this. So we have now the value of n updated to a. As you can see over here, we have a at the first index. So and temp is not equal to the first index, so it will move inside, and we have now n value as a. So we have to update n value over here, and after that we just need to use the temporary character. So also we just need to update the temporary character as the first one that we have already grabbed, like a. So let me update it first. So after updating temporary character, we just need to return the string. Let me first of all return string over here. So let me first check. Alright, so the string is n. As we already know that the return statement requires some string value, so that I am returning string. Let me execute this, and after that I am going to explain this again so that you are able to understand what exactly going on. So in this, as I have already told, that we need to take the temporary character as in null, and the string at the same time we just need to take both as null. After that we just need to iterate to each the character, like let us suppose that we have A, B, B, C, C. So here in this we have A. So temporary having no value, so temp is not equal to the first value, so it will move inside this loop, that is if statement. So we just need to update the string to the first value that we have grabbing right now. So the first value that we have achieving is empty string plus a, which will giving us a. So n will now become a. So here we just need to update n as a, and we just need to follow the same approach. Now we will just checking the for loop again. So now I will become 1. So temp will now become a. So if a is not equal to a, as we already know that a equal to a, so it will not move inside. Now the I become 2. So at second index we have b, so v is not equal to a, so it will move inside this statement. If you need to try run, so you just need to do this yourself, it will more understandable. Like at this time I am going to explain this via my style, and in your case you assuming something like different approach, then it will be different for me and different for you, then this will not matches the required explanation. So that I am try to explain it via my explanation. If you find out this helpful, then you are used this approach. If you don't, you are using your own approach. So this is the way to solve the questions. I hope so that you understand this question. Let me submit the solution so that it will providing be the best answer, that is having some score 100%. So let me move toward the next question. So this question is like a homework for you from my side, so that you are able to understand it yourself, that how to grab or do all these situations handle while pursuing a difficult question. So this is my aim. So already I have written the code over here, as you can see over here, but my aim is to dry run and make it more easy for you to understand that what exactly going on in this. So as we all know that we have already did the reverse word in the previous video, that is based on strings as well, but in this video I'm going to go through with the situation when we have to reverse each word. So here is the keyword written as each word. So as you have already seen that here is it written that hello, I am Adi. So let us assume that we have given word as hello, we just need to reverse this word. So the last index will come first and so on. So this would become this. So this is the logic. So for solving this question there are many ways, but this is the best brute force way, and if you really want to do this question by yourself, then it is good for you. I have already explained the question, but you want to understand it deeply, then go through with these inputs and outputs. So firstly what we have did here was like we just need the first index and the last index. Like here we have first index as w and the last index as s. So we just need to iterate line by line, so that we will go through with each sentence given in this string. So let me remove this all, and here we have some reverse and word written over here. So this will be filled after pursuing all this code, which will be written here inside this statements or in code. So what we have to do, if start, which will be increasing or initialize with 0 initially, is less than or equal to end, then it will move inside this statement, and we have to go through with if statement. It will asking that if the string dot caret 0 index is equal to space. So as we know that at the 0th index we have w, it is not equal to space, then it will not be working for if statement. Then we have to jump at the 15th line, which will be giving some value. So let's see that what value is it. String dot value of string dot caret start. So start having w and the word having null. So w plus null is equal to w. So we are now left with w. Now the start will become 1, because initially we have 0, then we just need to increment it by 1. So if the start will become 1, 1 is always be less than equal to end. Yes, true. So it will move inside if statement, and if statement having now left with e, so e is not equal to 0, it will not work with if for if statement, and so on. We just need to jump on 15th line, and we have start as 1, so e plus w So the word we have initially is w, so that e plus w is ew. So as you can see over here, we are going this way. So ew we have right now. So we are now this way, and we now get L C O M E. So this word will now be completed. After achieving the word reverse, we having now space over here at 7th index. After we having achieving this space, then we will move inside this statement. What exactly going on in this statement, and we just need to increment the start. So start will now become 8. So at 8th position we have T. So T will working for this word, and we will achieving OT like over here, and so on. And for the last index we have some different approach, because it will not work, this statement will not work for last index, so that we have used this differently. So this is very simple, and we just need reverse word from here, and we just need one word, which is this. So this will now return the reverse. So we are having all the reverse order output. So this is the way that how to dry run. As I have already said you before, that this is an homework for you, and I have already provided the code. If you are here to get the code, then it is good for you. If you want to understand, then I have already dry run with my explanatory way. If you have some different approach, then you are have to follow that approach as well. So let me move forward to the another question. So in this question I would like to explain remove characters problem. So in this, as the name suggests, in this question I would like to remove something. That what have we have to remove, that we have a given string and the user asks a to remove. So we just need to remove a from this string where a lies. The program will remove a for us, and it will bring us bccb as output. For same thing will lie over here and work for here for this string, and we have y to remove. So here is no y. So this is the approach. Pause this video if you don't understand the output. You have to pause this and understand this. So how exactly we have to do this question? For solving this question, as we have given string, so we just need to get the string in as null in the beginning, and we need one char array function to get each character, and we need to use for loop to go through with characters or words line by line. So as I have told you before, that we just need one string, and let me name it as st is equal to as null. So after that we need one character, let me take it as c, and we just need str, because it is written over here, its name string name is str dot to char array. It would be smaller. So after achieving this, we need to use one for loop. Let me initialize it by 0, and then I is less than str dot length, and then we have to iterate it by 1 by 1. After this we need to use if else statement. In this we have to define that if ch, the user, the input given by user, is not equal to the given character which we have to traverse 1 by 1, then what we have to do, we just have to print that out. So st plus, so what we just have to print, we just need to print that character, so c of I. So c will come from here, and we just need to pick that word with the help of this array. So the array value will store inside c of I will be printed, and at the end we just need to return. So for returning, what we require a string. So the string defined over here is st. So st. So let me execute this. This would require some time, I think so. I know that this is the right answer or right problem statement. After getting the output, you are able to understand that what exactly going on. Do dry run and try to understand, but I am here to explain, so that's why I'm explaining right now to you that what exactly going on over here. So we have taken a null string and we have taken a char array in which we have some characters. So it's a kind of char array in which we have a character in the form of array. So like we have some given word like a b c a, and the input the user put is a. We need to remove the a. So a b c a, and we need to know the index of each a, and after knowing the index we just need to remove that and print that out with the help of c of I. The same thing we have did here. We just iterating one by one, and after achieving that ch is not equal to index, so it will move inside and it will print me the bc as I have following this address. So it will giving me bc as output in the form of string. So this is all. I hope so that you understand that what exactly going on. So our output also comes up over here and it is correct. So I hope so that you all know that uh, this series that I am going to uh, solve right now is very preferable series and will coming from the coding ninjas, so it would be very important for all of you. And these all questions were asked in Fang again and again, so that's why I'm solving these questions to practice. I also need to understand that how to build the logics, and this would be the last video of strings. And if I found that there are more such questions which are very important, I am going to explain that in brief in my upcoming videos. So till then, have a nice day. Good day.